Hey Tubies, it's Lord Ision. Well, happy Thanksgiving. This year I'm having a really quiet, peaceful Thanksgiving. Our family's decided not to do the big traditional dinner, and really I'm glad. We're all having a little break this year. But I want to spend some time with you. And by the way, I'm sipping some tea here. You know, I love to sip tea. I'm so glad you guys are here. Well, I want to come here and just spend some time with you on this day, and I hope wherever you are, you're having a wonderful day. You know, I wanted to come here because I've been getting so many letters from so many people, and the last few weeks particularly, and I know that this holiday season for a lot of you isn't always as joyful as what television and the media would have us believe. In fact, I'd say looking back on this year in 2020, it's been kind of a rough year for a lot of people. A lot of you have written to me and told me about illness in your families with this whole situation. A lot of you are stressed about the national situation going on in the United States. So many of you are out of work and struggling. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. And I know right now at this Thanksgiving time, a lot of people out there saying, well, it's Thanksgiving. What have I got to be thankful for? Huh? I lost my job. I've been deathly ill. And I don't know which direction the country's going. PsychicBob hears you. But I want to just kind of share with you guys some thoughts today that despite all of our challenges, we all really have a lot to be thankful for. And I know some people out there say, no, you're so wrong. I don't have anything to be thankful for. But if you're here today watching me, you're probably in a home that has the lights and at least some heat, and you have enough money to keep your internet going. So that's something to be thankful for. And I want you to be thankful for friendships that you've made this year. Despite all of this craziness, I've had so many people tell me about how through YouTube and through my channel they've come to meet people and develop real life friendships. I've been one of those people that have developed a number of real life friendships as a result of YouTube. And I'm not going to name all the names. I'm not picking favorites. I love all of you. You know that. But some of you have become part of my life in such a deep and meaningful way. And I'm really thankful for your friendships, your support, your love, your compassion, your understanding. As many of you know, I've had my own challenges in the last few years, which I won't name here. I think they're well known to everybody. But so many of you have written me letters or called me and said, PsychicBob, are you okay? I know you've been going through a lot. You've wrote me the most heartfelt letters saying, I just want you to know you're not alone. I'm praying for you. I'm sending healing to you. I'm so thankful for the support. And I encourage you, wherever you are today, maybe things are tough for you too. But I want you to hear that you've got support here. And here at Spirit Channel, it's really a family. It's a place to gather. And if you say, Bob, I'm exiled from my family. They've rejected me. I'm the black sheep of the family. They hate me. And you're not with anybody this year because of that. I want you to know that you're here. You're here at Spirit Channel. And we're your family too. And we love you. And you're safe here and you're not judged. I try to avoid judgment here wherever I can. You know, when I look at life, I see so many varied situations. And sometimes it's easy to be tempted to judge. You know, say, oh, well, look what that person's doing, the way they live their life. But then I think, could I have done the same thing? Could I be that person? Given a different set of circumstances? Maybe yes. And so no, here at Spirit Channel, we don't judge you. We love you. And I hope that all of you today know that if you don't have anything else in your life, You got Psychic Bob. I do pray for all of you. Every night I sit in meditation and I light candles. And I'm thankful. I thank the gods for all of you. And I pray that the Spirit will bless all of you. Think about the little things this year. You know, we've all had some major stumbling blocks with everything that's happened across the globe. But like, for example, one of my little things I'm thankful for is that I got accepted into the Spiritualists National Union. Yay! As I told many of you, I've tried for 20 years to get in. Finally, they let Psychic Bob in. That may not have been a wise decision on their part, but I got in. So I'm thankful for that, you know? To me, that's a sign of progress, a sign that I'm working on things and building my life. So all the little things, man. Joining a club, you know, a society. Well, it's not a club. It's a society that does really good spiritual work. It's a real milestone for me this year. So I'm really thanking the Spirit for that this year. As I said, I'm thanking the Spirit for all of you this year. Try to think about little things. Maybe it's something just as little as you passed a test that you didn't think you were going to pass. Maybe you passed your driving exam. You know, go back and think about some of the things that have been good. I know a lot of you have had really rough years where you're tempted to say everything was bad. But I don't believe that. Because if you're watching Spirit Channel, there's something good going on in your life to make you be at least open to Spirit. Be thankful for Spirit's presence, that the divine talks to us. You know, one of the things I'm thankful for this year is the advice that I've received from all my spirit guides. As you know, every week we do our Saturday seance, and I get so much out of hearing those videos and watching those videos. You know, even though I'm the medium and I put out the video, the information and those videos come from a higher source. So I have to go back because, you know, when I'm in trance, I don't remember it. So I go back and watch the videos, and I sat there just like all of you going, oh, wow, Alfred's point is really interesting. I got to think of that. I love what Rose said. Wow, that helps me. I have those same aha moments that you do. So I'm thankful for the spirit guides. Every one of you has a spirit guide. And I want you to know that. And if Thanksgiving right now you're feeling alone, you're saying, I don't have anybody, I don't know anybody, you have at least one spirit guide. Everybody who comes to Earth gets one spirit guide. At least one. Many times there are actually more. But at least there's usually one. I always in my readings get one for people. So know that you have a spirit guide. If you don't know who your spirit guide is, maybe you want to start off your new year, planning your next year by having a reading. Have a reading with me. I'll help you to find them. We'll find out who's working with you. But even if you don't want to do that, just start a conversation. Say, okay, spirit guide, Psychic Bob said you're here. I don't know who you are. What's your name? Don't be surprised if a sudden name flashes in your mind. You may hear, my name's George. You're like, whoa, who's George? So what I'm trying to say is, you are not alone at Thanksgiving. You have a spirit guide. So call upon them. And even if you don't know their name, just give them a name. In time, they'll tell you if that's their name or not. Start calling them something. Say, hey, George. And if he say, you might get a message with a name. My name is not George, it's Percival. Oh, well, there you go. Either way, you'll be connecting to somebody in spirit. And through the practice of communicating with the guides, you'll increase your psychic ability. Speaking of psychic ability, I am really thankful as well for all of the people who have called for private readings, whether it's a full hour reading or a compact voice reading. I'm also thankful for all of those who've signed up every week for my psychic development class. Thank you to your love and your support for my spiritual work. I know so many of you in the readings I've had, we've met and we've had such amazing connections and rapport as I've found your spirit guides and reconnected you with loved ones. I am thankful for all of the spirit people that came over to visit all of you this year. I know a lot of you have written me letters and said, thank you, Bob. Thank you for connecting me with my family who died. Thank you for helping solve the murder case that has been going on in my family. Thank you, Bob, for connecting me with my beloved father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, whoever. Well, I'm thankful to all the spirits who took the time to come so we could all share in that connection. And I'm thankful for the connection that occurred. So we have that to be thankful for. You know, I always say it every week in my show, Messages from the Spirit World. I always say, listen to everybody's message. Because even if you don't get your question answered, because you know there are hundreds of you and there's only one of me, listen to everybody's message, because you know what? Spirit can work through somebody else's message to reach you. And so many of you have written to me and said, Bob, at first I was angry because you didn't answer my question. And as I stayed and watched the show, grudgingly, some of you have been honest and told me that, you said, wow, partway through a message came through. And I know, even though you're reading for somebody else, it was for me. And I know it. You can name that and claim it because it was for you. See, the spirit people want to help us all. My guides always tell me, Rose and Fletcher and Alfred have always remind me that they want to help us. The spirit people aren't here to taunt us and tease us. They're here to be our friends, our guides, and our allies. So I am thankful. I can't even describe it in words. I'm thankful for all of those in spirit who have helped me and helped all of you. And I am thankful for all of you who have been so loving and kind and supportive and patient with me. You know, this year I'm thankful for the growth in business. I'm getting a lot of calls, and I keep busy all the time. Oh, I'm not complaining. I love it. But I'm thankful that a lot of you are understanding that sometimes it takes a few days for me to get back to you now. It's not like the old days. In the old days, you could just call me and I'd pick up the phone. Well, nowadays there's a few days delay. But I thank you for your enthusiastic support, and I thank you for all of you for your patience and understanding. The Psychic Bob's going through growing pains and trying to learn to do all of that and balance it, and you know, there's a lot to it, but thank you. I'm thankful every day when I just get up and I have my cup of tea. I'm thankful I don't have a tea shortage. I'm thankful that I have a wonderful electric tea kettle. For those of you in Britain, I have an electric tea kettle. I have to do a video on how to make tea one day. I'm thankful for the little things. And so I encourage all of you, wherever you are at this Thanksgiving, pause and do give thanks. You might say, I don't feel like giving thanks. That's okay. I understand. Some days I don't either. But if you make yourself, just try. Say, okay, Spirit, I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head, that I'm not homeless. Okay? And if you're somebody who's listening, because I do have homeless people who do have phones and they still listen to me. And if you're homeless, I want you to remember this today, that you're turning towards growth. This challenge will be overcome, and you live in a country where you can get out of homelessness. There are support systems. Be thankful you live in a country where there are shelters, there are food kitchens. You won't have to do it alone. So all of us, no matter what our station in life, let's try to be a little thankful. I know I certainly am. And when I look back at this year initially, before I did this video today, like a few days ago, I was thinking about it. I thought, I don't know, it's been a rough year. Am I really thankful for much? But as I reflected on it, I realized I really am thankful. I'm thankful for life. I've come close to death quite a few times in the last few years. Not by my choice, but I made it, and I'm still here. So think about that. I'm thankful for my spiritual life, that I have an awareness of spiritual reality. Now, some of you are going to say, well, Psychic Bob, I don't feel any God. I don't feel any spirits. I don't have no spiritual life. How can I be thankful for that? Well, if you're trying to look out there and find God and you're just not getting that connection, also remember that not only is God transcendent, meaning he's throughout the cosmos, God is also within your own being. So go within and be thankful that you have the ability to slow down, to meditate, to look within. That's something to be thankful for. Be thankful for your cell phones that you can watch videos. Be thankful for your computers that are allowing you to interact with the world. Be thankful for your car if you drive. I don't have a car, but you know what I'm really thankful for? I'm thankful that I have legs that walk and that I am able to move around my neighborhood freely. There's a lady that I see in our neighborhood. She's paralyzed and she rides on one of these like scooter, like cart type things. Not a wheelchair, it's motorized like a scooter, I think they call it. And one day I was talking to her a few months ago and I said, wow, I said, you really get around on that. And she looked at me, she says, I am so thankful I'm not a quadriplegic. And I thought, wow, what an interesting statement. Because she said, look, the upper half of my body is mobile. I can ride my cart. I can shop. I can pick up things. I can read books. This lady was paralyzed from the waist down, would never walk again. And when I talked to her, she expressed, I am so thankful I'm not a quadriplegic. I thought to myself, now that is somebody I need to learn from. Wow. See, we take it all for granted, don't we? So today I want you to meditate on, find something to be thankful for. Maybe it's a piece of jewelry. I'm thankful for my jewelry. You know I am for that. In fact, let me show you one of my jewelry. So today is, I'm wearing a beautiful rune pendant. This is the rune Algiz, which means divine protection. It's like a person raising their arms in prayer. It's an ancient rune, thousands of years old. But I'm thankful for the runes and my knowledge of the runes. I'm thankful for jewelry. I'm thankful for Tiffany's, where my beautiful silver chain comes from. I'm thankful for my silver star that sparkles, that inspires me. I'm thankful for life. And I am truly, truly thankful for all of you. So today I want to leave these thoughts with you, things to reflect on, things to meditate on, things to bring you some peace, bring you some joy. There's always hope. And if you're having a rough day today, and a lot of people are, you're not alone, you're here. Reach out to me, reach out to those in the comments, write comments, put your comments below. Let people know that you're here to talk. Share what you're thankful for. And if you're all alone, you can answer comments to other people in the chat and start friendships. Be thankful that you have a day to really reflect. I know so many people say, I have no money, I have nothing. It's not about the material things. I enjoy them, but I've had times in my life of being very poor and very rich. I've been on both ends of the spectrum. The material stuff doesn't really bring you happiness. True happiness is within. So let's today be thankful for inner wisdom, inner light, and inner peace. I hope wherever you are truly having a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may all of you blessed be.